Good morning, dear. Welcome back at IC classes. So it's really a good morning for all of us because whenever morning comes, it comes with an energy because sun is giving us the energy, and that is really a energetic thing which helps us to do each and everything in our life. If we think about the night, if we think about the dark, then in darkness at night we are not able to do anything because we are not expecting to do anything. We are always converting our mind into the rest that we should have to go for the rest. So first of all, it's morning for everyone. Now it's good. So Ritu Tiwari comes first with the good morning. Welcome Ritu. Aryan second, Anmol Patwa third, Ayasha, Akhilendeshwari, Bharat, Ananya, Anstha, Ankita, Anisha, Aishwarya, B. Dimple, Arpisha, Mehak, Pramod, Anuksha, Soumya, Arjun, Manish, Prashant, Nikita, Mehak, Ayushi, Kavya, Yashraj, Sri, Lucky, Sindhu, Surya, Purnaya, Purjay, Anushka, Tamanna, Sweta, Lisa, Ravish, Meghna, Irudhyaya, Adithyaya, Ankita, Suvita, Tanveer, Vadikar, Aishwarya. Sir, I have one query. According to income tax law, if an asset useful, yes, beta, but that is not to be discussed in this chapter because that have some different approach. That is from practical point of view, and that is actually used in accounting. But we are not going to discuss it because that will confuse our students. So obviously, it will be discussed in income tax, and that is always better. Nikita, Ayush, Richa, and many more, because it is not possible to take name of each and everyone. I tried to take name of more than 50 students, but it is more than that. So I missed previous lecture. Can I attend this lecture directly? Yes, there is no problem. If you haven't attended previous lecture, then there is no problem at all because this will have some new concepts which you will understand very well. Simultaneously, one thing is important: if you have done it in +1, then there is no problem at all. Obviously, in that case, today's points will be new points, and the previous points which were covered were normally related to the +1 concept or the concepts which we are to which we require for the basics of depreciation. Upload notes of this chapter already sent beta. Preferably it will be noted. It will be uploaded within the next few minutes because I have already discussed with our representative for that. So he may upload it within just few minutes, preferably. Sir, please take a review of previous lecture. That is not possible. You may better go for the previous lecture because that was completely a basic lecture. In that we have done some good things also, but that is to be discussed in that only. So today I have to go for the next lecture because today is the last lecture of depreciation. This was discussed in our previous lecture because we have discussed regarding journal entries, regarding basic concepts of depreciation. For this, I am sending you the PPT also. So there is no worry. These are the methods which we have discussed. Straight line reducing balance. There are two methods which we have already done. Remaining method we will do today. Sum of year of budget method, machine or production unit method, and depletion method. So that will be done today. Let's jump to machine or rate method. So already discussed regarding this method to minor extent. Basically, this method is used wherever our life of asset is depending upon its R. I'm just calling it as machine R because the name has been fixed like that, but there may be anything. Actually, whatever asset we are using, if life of that particular asset is related to R's, means its life is in R's, not in days, not in months, not in years. Like I've already taken an example in my previous lecture that if we are talking about projector, maybe everyone knows about projector. So if we are talking about projector, it have a lens. The life of lens is depending in hours. Its life is approximately, you may say, 100 hours. So it means for, if we will use it for 100 hours, it will come to an end. Its life will come to an end. We have to replace the lens. We have to go for the next lens, or we have to replace the projector. In the same way, maybe you know it or not, in your computer, there is a hard disk. Everyone knows it? Yes. Good. So for a hard disk, I would like to tell you a practical thing. If you will shut down your computer directly without shutting down it from the screen properly, like how we are shutting it down, we are going for an option. Everyone knows it maybe. Like this. Like you are going here and clicking here and then shutting down your computer. Okay, no? Here you have to click, then your computer will. If you will not do this, if you will not go by this process, instead you go by the process of shutting out down it from its button, wherever the button is. Like you will shut it down from the UPS directly, if there is a UPS attached to it, or you are shutting it down from the power plug, from where power is coming. In that case, a scratch will be there on the hard disk. Hard disk के ऊपर ना scratch पड़ने शुरू हो जाते हैं. It have a life in scratches. If approximately you may assume that if 100 times it is shut down directly, your hard disk will be damaged. If you will shut it down directly from your power plug or from UPS without shutting it down from the computer properly, in that case, its hard disk will be damaged after a particular number of scratches. Particular number of means एक बार करने से एक स्क्रैच पड़ जाता है उसके ऊपर. तो जितने स्क्रैचेस पड़ेंगे उसके हिसाब से लाइफ इसकी खत्म हो जाएगी. Kavya, you may continue. All the students who have not joined previous lecture may join this lecture. There is no problem at all. My voice is audible to all, no beta? Voice is audible to all. Sir, voice is okay. Vinu ji, voice. Beta, it is okay. Aditya, you may please check your internet connection. Good, very good. So, in this case, we will charge depreciation according to the hours of the machine. Okay. So here we are dividing the depreciable amount of the asset. Depreciable amount of the asset means, what is the meaning of depreciable amount? Please send me how to calculate the depreciable amount of the asset. Get the depreciable amount, beta. If the cost of asset is equal to 1 lakh, scrap value is 10,000, then what is the depreciable amount? Very good. This is 90,000. Cost of asset minus scrap value. Very good. So depreciable amount will be divided by the depreciation will be divided by the machine hours. Total machine hours available for its whole life. If I am saying that the life of this particular machine is 9,000 hours, इस पूरी लाइफ में 9,000 hours ये मशीन चल सकती है. So how to calculate the depreciation? Depreciation will be calculated depreciation per hour, not the depreciation per year. That will be depreciable amount, that is 1 lakh minus 10,000 scrap value divided by 9,000 hours, which is equal to rupees 10 per hour. So depreciation per hour will be calculated in this case. These hours will be taken after reducing idle hours. If there are any idle hours, like he is mentioning you that there are 9,200 hours, but we are expecting that 200 hours will be idle, means it will not work during those hours. So it means for total life it will be 9,000 hours during the whole life of the machine, and to divide this total into the net cost of the machine, and thus arriving at the hourly rate. Okay, good, very good. Let's take an example. This is illustration number 6, maybe of your module. No matter if it is. If it is not, then there is no problem. You may note it down from here. In terms, just a moment. So this example is of, yeah. One slide is up and down. So machine cost rupees 50,000. This is already discussed by way of an example. You know? The cost of machine is 50,000. Okay, and then residual value is 10,000. Expected effective hours during its life is 20,000. Calculate machine hour rate. Just fast. You will have to calculate beta. निकालो. Calculate the machine hour rate fast. आप लोग निकालोगे सारे machine hour rate निकाल के भेजो मुझे. So Irudhya comes first with Neesh Jadhav. With Neesh Jadhav comes second. Very good. Shabash. Shriya comes third. And many more. Very good. Everyone has calculated correctly. It is 2 per hour. 50,000 divided by 50,000 minus 10,000 divided by 24. So it is 2 per hour. Good. Very good. So how to get the depreciation? Very easy. Easy method. Don't go for the concept which has been given in your book or somewhere else. You will have to go by this method. So if in this case, in the given case, let's take the complete example. Now, years are given to you, hours used given to you. You have to calculate the depreciation. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years are given to you, and he has mentioned you that it is used for 2,000 hours in first year. In second year, it is used for 5,000 hours. In third year, it is used for 8,000 hours. In fourth year, it is used for 1,000 hours. And fifth year, it is used for 4,000 hours. So total 20,000 hours. So after making total, I have calculated that its depreciation should be rupees 22 per hour. Okay. So depreciation you have already getting rupees 2 per hour. Good. So how to get the depreciation for first year? That is 2,000 hours into rupees 2 per hour. So this is 4,000 rupees depreciation for the first year. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt to anyone? Get the depreciation for second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. Fast. Your duty to do it fast. फटाफट निकालना है. Get the depreciation fast for the second, third, fourth, fifth year. Send me the answers, Lisa. No doubt, I am not asking you doubts. I am just telling you to solve it, Lisa. It's a modern name and looking very nice, Lisa Chen. Fast, beta. One minute, send me the answers. Only 1 minute. Fast. So Iritya comes first with right answers. How does this 2000, 5000, 8000? This is given in the question. These R's used will be given in the question. Okay. This we have to calculate. Okay. Very good. So this is 10,000 into 2 ही करना है. You have to just multiply it with 2. That's it. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So I think this is clear to every student. There's no worry to anyone. So next method. Next method is production unit method. In this case, life of your asset is given in units, that it will produce this much number of units. Like if I purchase a machine, it has been specifically discussed at that time with the seller that how much will be its life. He says its life is 1 lakh units. You can produce 1 lakh units from it. Now the cost of the asset is 11 lakhs and scrap value is 1 lakh. That is cost minus scrap value. So what I have to do? I have to get its depreciable amount, that is 10 lakh. And the depreciation per unit is to be calculated as a base for calculating depreciation. So that will be 10 lakh divided by 1 lakh. It's rupees 10 per unit. In simple words, if he has already mentioned you that the life of the asset is in units, then what you have to do? The formula will remain same. There's no change in the formula. You may see, you will have to go for the same formula. There's no change at all. Better you may not use this formula because this will create a problem. I would like to go for this formula. This is simple. That is cost of asset less scrap value divided by total life in units. This is called depreciation per unit. After calculating it, what you have to do? Depreciation per annum is equal to annual production in units into depreciation per unit. Like in this example, I have taken cost of asset is 11 lakh minus scrap value is 1 lakh. Life of asset is 1 lakh units. So depreciation is rupees 10 per unit. Very simple. I think this is clear to everyone. So depreciation is to be calculated as annual production, means production of that particular year. If we have produced 20,000 units in a year, then 20,000 into 10 depreciation for that year will be 2 lakh. So depreciation will vary from 1 year to another year. In the next year, he will have to give the production. Obviously, he has given you the production is 10,000 units. You have to multiply with 10. That is depreciation per unit. So 1 lakh will be the depreciation for second year. So in this way, you can get the depreciation. I think this is clear to everyone. Very easy, understandable. Note it down. If it is easy, it's your duty to do it sincerely also, because this is not giving you the method, this is giving you the concept that whenever life of an asset is depending upon a particular base, then that base will be taken for the purpose of calculation of depreciation. It may be hours, it may be units, it may be anything else also. Beta. It is not mandatory that it will always be units or it will always be hours, it may be anything. So whatever it is, you have to take that as a base. And to calculate depreciation, the formula will remain always same. If you will see, first of all, you have to take cost of asset minus scrap value. This is called depreciable amount. So you have to calculate the depreciable amount divided by the base, whatever base it is there. So divided by the base and get depreciation per base. Means that base will be used, and then annually how much that particular base is used into rate multiply kar do, you will get the answer. Whenever you have to multiply with whom you have to multiply? You have to multiply with the production, whatever the production is there. So whatever your production is, you can do with that. So I would like to take an example for you also. You not to worry. You have to do it. Fast. Your duty to solve it. किसी को भी नहीं समझ लगेगा तो मुझे बताना है. First of all, send me the depreciable amount. How much is the depreciable amount? Then send me the depreciation per hour. सबसे पहले depreciable amount भेजो, फिर depreciation per hour निकाल के दो. उसके बाद depreciation निकालनी है हर ईयर की आप. Very good. So Darshan, Aditya, Darshan comes first. Anushka comes second. Fast. Send me the depreciable amount. Send me the depreciation per hour. Very good. Very good. Many students have send it. किसी को नहीं समझ लगा तो भी भेजना है. सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट वो स्टूडेंट रहता है जिसको नहीं समझ लगा और वो ना भेजे तो वो गलत है. Dimple, please calculate it once again. Dimple, please calculate it once again. Remaining are calculating okay, there's no problem. Fast. Very good. Aditya comes first again with annual depreciation. She have calculated. Very good. Anushka comes second. I think everyone is clear. If having any doubt, please send me. Check your answers. Depreciable amount is 18 lakhs. Depreciation per unit is equal to rupees 12 per unit. Depreciation for first year is 2,40,000. First, second, and third. First year 2,40,000. Second year 2,40,000. Third year 2,40,000. Fourth to seventh year it is 1,80,000. No, it is 40,000 into 12. It is 2,40,000 per annum. It is 1,80,000 per annum. It is 1,20,000 per annum. Any doubt to anyone? Please send it to me. Can you explain once again? Meghna, let's understand it. First of all, you have to calculate the depreciation per unit. How it is calculated? The formula is very simple. Take the total cost of the asset, that is 20 lakhs, less. You have to deduct residual value or scrap value from it. It is 2 lakh. Divide it by the production. How much is the total production? That is 1.5 lakhs unit. That is 1,50,000 units. Okay, so it will result into 12 per unit. Okay, now how to calculate the depreciation in every year? He says in the first year, your production is 20,000 units. So number of units will be multiplied with the depreciation per unit, that is 12. So it will result into 2,40,000. Now by a chance the production is similar in second year and third year. So depreciation for second year, third year will also remain same, that is 2,40,000 each year per annum. From 4th to 7th year, means 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, for 4 years, every year production is 15,000 into 12. It is 1,80,000. I think this is clear to everyone. Very good. Siddharth, is that clear, beta? Siddharth, I have cleared it. Meghna, is that clear? Is that clear? Meghna and Siddharth, please send me the answer. Clear or not clear? Waiting for your answer, then I will proceed. Siddharth, yes. Good, very good. Meghna, Meghna, okay, good. By mistake it was sent wrong. No problem, no problem. Let's go for the next method, that is depletion method. Depletion means for reducing, where something is depleted, reducing. So where it is used, this method is used in case of quarries, mines. Do you know about mines? Coal mine, gold mine, silver mine, means from where we are extracting coal is called coal mine. जिसमें से हम कोयला निकालते हैं उसे कोल माइन कहते हैं. जिसमें से हम गोल्ड निकालते हैं उसे गोल्ड माइन कहते हैं. तो ये मेथड कहाँ अप्लाई होता है? जहां पर हम लोग माइंस में से सामान निकालते हैं. होता क्या है, कंसेप्ट क्या है? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट फर्स्ट. Lisa ji, it was 1 point, it was 12 students were saying, so I have assumed it same. It was 18 lakh divided by 1,50,000. So 1,50,000. Yes, it is 12 per unit, beta. Okay, Lisa Jan, it was 18 lakh 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 1,50,000. So 4 zeros से 4 zeros कट गई, आपके हिसाब से चलते हैं 15 से 180 कट गए 12 आ गए, ठीक है. दिस वाज द आंसर. Expected distribution pattern of production, Ravish. Basically what happens, this will be given to you in the question. Okay, this will be the distribution pattern, production pattern. This will not be carried by us, this will be given to us. He has already mentioned you in the question that in first year this is a production that has 2,40,000 is the 20,000 per unit, or 20,000 units will be produced. Yeah? So we have multiplied with 12, that's it. Our work is just simple, that is to calculate the depreciation per unit and multiply it with the production. Now production will be given by him. In the second year, again he says production is 20,000 into 12. Third year again same. In fourth year it is 15,000, that is given by him, multiplied with 12. We are doing it multiplied with 12 only, nothing else we are doing. Is that clear, beta? Masthan, you have to check at your end, beta. My voice is audible to all according to my opinion. Okay, no problem. So this method is basically used in case of mines. What happens in mine? Actually, the complete property of mines that is beneath the earth belongs to the government of India, and the owner is President of India. If you get anything beneath the earth at your home even, then it belongs to the government of India. So it means for all mines belong to whom? All mines belongs to government of India. So what happens? Government gives this coal mines on lease to someone to extract coal. Like iron mines are also there. Iron mines. So that those are given to Jamshedpur. You have listened the name, Jamshedpur. Jamshedpur. So Jamshedpur Tata town. What it is? Basically, there are iron mines which have been given to Tata on lease since hundreds of years ago. So all that is a separate issue, that how it is given. Like you have seen that these wine depots are given to someone on lease by the government. So this is all internal matter of government. Government are giving them on lease, and they have the right to extract it from that. So they are extracting coals from it. They are extracting iron from it. So depreciation is charged accordingly. Why depreciation is charged? First of all, this asset is taken on lease not for 1 year or 2 years. This is taken on lease for 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. So this will become a long-term lease. So wherever there is a long-term lease, it becomes an asset for us. Okay. For this, AS 19 helps us to study, which is not a which will be discussed in Group 2, CA Inter Group 2. Otherwise, you will have to let it be understood. Let it understood कि lease meant for an asset. Lease पे हम लोग कोई चीज ले रहे हैं तो हमारा asset है long term lease पे. Okay. So if company has paid 1 crore for taking it on lease for a particular period. So I'll take it an example, then let you understand. Okay. So first of all, understand the theory part. So it will be used in case of natural resources. They cannot be depreciated, but can it gradually be depleted, reduced? Because after all, उसमें भी तो एक लिमिट है ना, जो उसमें कोयला पड़ा हुआ है, जो उसमें आयरन पड़ी हुई है, वो तो खत्म होती जा रही है जैसे जैसे हम निकाल रहे हैं. This is because these assets can be physically consumed and converted into inventory. Okay, इसमें से हम सामान निकाल के अपना इन्वेंटरी बनाते जाते हैं, हम इसमें से निकाल के बाहर निकालते रहते हैं. तो बाहर निकालते रहते हैं तो वो क्या है, वो हमारा तो उसमें से जो एसेट है, जो वो माइन है, वो तो कम होती जा रही है. चलो ये तो theoretical part था. Practically it is not of that important. Practically we have to go by some different way, like this. For example, if a mine is acquired, let's take an example. This will be understood in a very better way, in a very good manner. First of all, let's take an example that this mine is taken by us on lease by paying rupees 10 lakh to the government of India. So I paid it 10 lakh. Now, this is normally presumed at the beginning that the life of this particular mine or the coal can be extracted out of this mine during its whole lease period will be 2,50,000 tons. So this is pre-planned. This should be given in the question that we have incurred rupees 10 lakh to acquire this lease. Now, during the period of this lease, we will be able to extract 2,50,000 tons of coal from it. So it means for depreciation to be charged on the basis of units, on the basis of tons, depreciation per ton is equal to 10 lakh depreciable amount divided, because in this case there is no scrap value, because you will not get anything when you will leave this lease, divided by 2,50,000, that is total life expected production during the total life. So it is rupees 4 per ton. Let's understand it in Hindi once again. देखो होता क्या है इसमें, बड़ा सिंपल सा होता है कि हम लोगों ने टोटल पैसा कितना दिया, टोटल पेमेंट हमने पे करी है 10 लाख रुपीस फॉर एक्वायरिंग दिस लीज. तो 10 लाख रुपीस मैंने खर्च कर दिए और मुझे पता है कि पूरे पीरियड में जितना देर का मुझे लीज मिला है मैं सिर्फ 2,50,000 टन ही निकाल सकता हूँ. ये मुझे पता है, ये मैंने एस्टिमेट लगा लिया पहले. तो इसका मतलब ये बनता है कि मुझे सिर्फ 4 रुपीज पर टन खर्चा पड़ेगा. तो मुझे 4 रुपीज पर टन खर्चा पड़ना है, ये मेरी डेप्रिसिएशन होगी पर टन. ठीक है ना. तो इसको डेप्रिसिएशन को जब हम पहले फर्स्ट ईयर में प्रोडक्शन करेंगे, फर्स्ट ईयर में जब हम कोयला निकालेंगे, तो फर्स्ट ईयर में मान लो मैंने 50,000 टन कोयला निकाल लिया, तो 50,000 टन निकाल लिया, तो उसे किससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, 4 से, तो मेरी डेप्रिसिएशन आ जाएगी 2 लाख रुपीज. नेक्स्ट ईयर में मान लो आपने निकाल लिया 20,000 टन कोयला, तो उसे भी 4 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. सेम कंसेप्ट है जो हमने मशीन आवर्स में प्रोडक्शन यूनिट में करा, सेम है, कोई फर्क नहीं है, जस्ट थोड़ी वर्डिंग में डिफरेंस आएगा और कुछ भी नहीं आने वाला. Okay, this method is not present in module. Let's see. Good thing. If it is not present in module, then we need not to do it. बेटा दिस इज गिवन इन मॉड्यूल. बेटा तेरा मॉड्यूल में 3.6 पेज नंबर 5.14 an example is also given for it. Illustration number 6. Good morning sir. Then will this coal be asset or inventory or stock? Basically this coal is an asset when it is in the mine. Once it is extracted from the mine, it will become more inventory because we are a trader of this coal. That is a separate issue. So that is not to be discussed here because that will confuse you. Good. Let's understand it. Messer Surya and company took lease of a quarry. Quarry is also another name of mine. So we have taken it on lease on 1st of January 2017 for rupees 1 crore. As per technical estimates, we assume that 2 lakh tons of quantity is available in it. So we have to extract that mineral, whatever it is, by using depletion method. So the formula will remain simple. Depreciation per ton is equal to 1 crore divided by 2 lakh tons total production, total estimated production. So this will be 50 rupees 50 per ton. Okay, now what do you have to do? Into 50 into 50 into 50. So your answer is there. That's it. Very simple and easy to understand. So 3 years production is given to you, extraction is given to you, you can see. So you have carried depreciation for 3 years only. It may be given for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, wherever, whomsoever years are given, we can do it. I think this is clear to every student. Then he is interested from you to prepare an account for this. So if you prepare account for this, there's no difference in preparing passing journal entries and preparing account. It will remain same as we have done in case of like in case we have done in previous methods. So depreciation entries will remain same. See the entries, lease and asset. So the entry will be asset to bank. When we have purchased their lease, we have taken it on lease. Then depreciation will be charged, depreciation account debit to lease account. Now this is 1 lakh. We have already done balance carried down, brought down. Then again entry will remain same, depreciation account debit to lease account. Very simple, beta. So in this way we will pass entries every year. Okay. Now let's come to last method, sum of year digit method. This method is basically another variant of your reducing balance method. In this method, we are expecting the utility of your product is reducing proportionately every year. Like when you have gone for this reducing balance method, what you have assumed that the asset is purchased for rupees 1 lakh, depreciation will be charged at the rate of 20% per annum. Then in first year, how depreciation is calculated? First year we are calculating 20% of 1 lakh, that is 20,000. Reducing it from 1 lakh, and the closing balance of rupees 80,000 is there, and that 80,000 will be used for calculating depreciation in the next year. It is 16,000, then the balance is 64,000, and third year we are expecting that the value is further reduced, and depreciation carried on reducing balance method, that is 64,000, that is 12,800. What happens? Actually, we are expecting that the utility of our asset is reducing proportionately. You may ever see that the value is reducing regularly, and accordingly depreciation is also reducing regularly. जैसे कोई हम प्रोडक्ट परचेज करते हैं तो होता है कि शुरू में तो पहले साल तो उसका बेनिफिट ज्यादा होता है, सेकंड ईयर उसका थोड़ा कम हो जाता है, थर्ड ईयर कम हो जाता है, फोर्थ ईयर कम हो जाता है। ऐसा अगर हमें कुछ लग रहा है तो वहां पर सम ऑफ ईयर डिजिट मेथड लगाया जाता है। मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल के थ्रू समझाता हूं। लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड इट बाय वे ऑफ एन एग्जांपल। I have purchased an asset for rupees 10 lakhs. So this is the cost of this asset. Now scrap value is 0 and the life of asset is 5 years. Now in this case, our concept is there that this particular asset utility or use is reducing every year. Use कम हो रहा है हर साल इसका. So you will have to charge depreciation accordingly. If its life is 5 years, we are expecting first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We are expecting that its utility or its benefit or its use is 5 times better in first year because its life is 5 years. So in first year, it is 5 times better than the last year. Means we can take it in a reverse mode. If the life is 5 years, we will assume that it is 5 times better here, then 4 times better, then 3 times, then 2 times, then 1 time. Means we will take it in the reverse. Digits will be taken in reverse mode. If its life is 8 years, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will assume that its depreciation or its utility will be 8 times better in case of first year than 7, then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. This is the concept. Then we will add it. 15 is the total of the digits. Then depreciation is calculated by way of a formula, that is depreciation is equal to cost of asset into digit divided by sum of digit. Means cost of asset is 10 lakh into digit means 5, this one, divided by total sum of digit, that is 15. So this is the depreciation for first year. In the second year, depreciation is calculated as 10 lakh into 4 by 15. In the third year, it is calculated as 10 lakh into 3 by 15. Then 10 lakh into 2 by 15. Then 10 lakh into 1 by 15. So in this way, depreciation is calculated. By only 2 and by using for depreciation. Something which come into the mind of Lucas Peculia, who has written this 2 and by. Okay, he may better know it. Otherwise, there is no technical problem there. So let's understand this thing, sum of year digit method, whatever we are doing first. First of all, in sum of year digit method, what you have to do, beta? If the life of your asset is in a particular period, obviously it will be given to you that the life of asset is 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, whatever it is. So what do you have to do? You have to write years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just assume life is 6 years. Then what you have to do? You have to take digits. Digit will be taken reverse of life. So its life is in 6 years. So it will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take its sum. Sum will be obviously, formula for sum is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, mathematical formula, or you may do it like this: 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, it is 6 bracket 6 plus 1 divided by 2. Or you may make it total, it will be one and the same thing. One and the same thing. Then depreciation is calculated. Depreciation formula is very simple. Total cost, whatever it is, into 6 divided by 21. Then cost, not cost, we have to take depreciable amount, whatever the depreciable amount is there. Don't take cost, it should be depreciable amount, sorry. So you should have to write here depreciable amount. So in that case, formula will be a problem for you. Depreciable amount should be there. So if the cost of the asset is 6 lakh, depreciable amount is 1 lakh, then scrap value is 1 lakh, then it will be 5 lakh. तो 6 लाख रुपया मान लो आपकी कोस्ट है, 1 लाख रुपया आपकी स्क्रैप वैल्यू है, तो आउट ऑफ दैट 5 lakh will be the 5 lakh into 6 by 21 year 5 lakh 5 by 21. मेथड है, याद कर लो तो ज्यादा अच्छा है, समझने की कोशिश करो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, 2-4 बार करोगे समझ भी लग जाएगा. वैसे तो उसी कंसेप्ट से जो हमने पहले कंसेप्ट करे, कोई खास फर्क नहीं है इसमें. उसको कई बार क्या होता है कि कई चीजें नई सी लगती हैं, अभी अभी आप बड़ा इजी सा कर रहे थे, थोड़ा सा इसमें दिमाग लग रहा है तो दिक्कत आ रही है, पर घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. इट विल बी, मजा आएगा इसको करने में. इसमें नॉर्मली क्वेश्चन कैसा आता है कि वो पूछ लेता है थर्ड ईयर की डेप्रेशन निकाल के बता दो बस. 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन दिया, बट हमें करना इसी तरह से पड़ेगा, पूरा क्वेश्चन करना पड़ेगा। उसके कहने से ये नहीं कि थर्ड ईयर की निकालने बैठ जाओगे। आप पहले ये लिख जरूर लेना कि ये स्टेप नंबर 1 कर लेना और स्टेप नंबर 2 कर लेना। स्टेप नंबर 3 में आपको अगर थर्ड ईयर की कह रहा तो थर्ड ईयर की निकाल लो, फोर्थ की कह रहा तो फोर्थ की निकाल लो, पर स्टेप नंबर 1 ईयर्स लिख लो, स्टेप नंबर 2 डिजिट्स लिख लो। इसका यही तरीका होता है। अगर आप इसको शॉर्टकट किसी तरह से करने की कोशिश करोगे तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी। डोंट डू इट बाय अ शॉर्टकट। मैंने 2 एग्जांपल लेके समझा दिया, मुझे लगता है समझ लग गया होगा। फिर भी कोई दिक्कत है तो वी कैन गो फॉर द मॉड्यूल, आपके मॉड्यूल में भी दिया होगा ये। Yeah, do it. Illustration number 3 is given to you. Fast. Illustration number 3 you have to do. Depreciation 4. 2019. Now you have demanded for depreciation for the year 2019. So how you will do it? You will have to do by the same concept what I have discussed with you. I need depreciation for all years because he is demanding for 2019 only, but you can't go for the 2019 directly. So you must have to write years. First of all, write years, life in years. You know? Then you have to write digits. Then get depreciation. Okay. So your year is 2014. Because here there is a calendar year maybe. Yeah, because it has been specifically mentioned 2019 word. So that means for here calendar year is followed. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How many years? Its life is 10 years. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2020, 21, 22, 23. So this is the total life. You have to write digits. How you will write digits? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In the last year, the digit will be 1. That should be very much clear to you. Now we have to calculate depreciation for only 2019. It can be calculated very easily. He has already mentioned that the scrap value is 1,20,000 and like cost is 10 lakh. So 10 lakh minus 1,20,000. This is 8,80,000. This is what? This is your depreciable amount. So get it totaled. Get it total. If you are not interested to total in this way, then there's another formula for totaling n bracket n plus 1 divided by 2. N means life of that asset, 10 bracket open, 10 plus 1 divided by 2. Or you may get it total. One and the same thing. There's no difference. 55 is a sum. You may check it will be 55. Then we have to go for the simple formula 8 like 80,000 depreciable amount into 10 divided by 55. We have to get it for 2019. 8 like 80,000 into 5 divided by 55. So this will be your answer. Because you have to calculate for the 1 year only. Maybe 80,000 is the right answer. You know? 80,000. First year 1,60,000, right? Correct, for each and every year, it will be for it will be good for your practice. Otherwise, in exam, if it is demanded for 1 year only, then you need to calculate for 1 year only. Vinoji, if voice can be increased, do it, please. Vinoji, if voice can be increased, it will be better. Actually, थोड़ा सा voice आपकी तरफ से ऊंची हो सकती है, या मैं इधर से कुछ करूं? Okay, I'll do it. But I'm going to try it. अच्छी वॉल्यूम आ रही है ना? तो फिर बच्चों को एक दो को वैसे ही वो अपने होगी प्रॉब्लम उनकी पर्सनल. बेटा voice is very good. Equal to our one person is also checking it regularly. So he says voice is audible and it is good enough. मेरी वॉइस तो वैसे भी ऊंची है, वो आपके ना उसमें मोबाइल में या किसी में वॉइस की दिक्कत होगी, आप ना साथ में एडिशनल स्पीकर लगा लिया करो बेटा. मार्केट से ना 300 या 400 रुपीज के स्पीकर मिल जाते हैं आजकल. मोबाइल्स के साथ कंप्यूटर के साथ वो लगा लेते हैं. 300 400 कुछ भी नहीं होता, पर वॉइस फिर बहुत बढ़िया आती है. ऐसा लगता है आप क्लास में बैठे हो. जो ये इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स है ना अपने लैपटॉप कंप्यूटर या ये जो हमारे पास मोबाइल वगैरह, इनकी वेरी करती है वॉइस. किसी की वॉइस बहुत लो रखी होती है ताकि आपके काम ना खराब हो जाए. तो यू मे परचेज दैट फ्रॉम द मार्केट. Isn't it 8,000? Okay. Beta, you may check it. 8,80,000 divided by 11. It is 80,000, beta. It's like 80,000 into 5 by 55. Okay. In exams, you can do it for 1 year only. After making all that, you will have to write this one. You have to write this one. You have to write this one. ये तो आप कर लीजिए, but this is not required to be done. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. You may calculate it directly for this year. With good practice, you can even calculate it directly for 1 year. But digits must be written. I would like to suggest you digits must be written. बैकग्राउंड से आवाज आ रही है सर हॉर्न की. बेटा वो तो आएगी. इन इंडिया वी कांट हैव अ सिस्टम की जहाँ पर बिल्कुल भी कोई आवाज ना आए. थोड़ी बहुत वॉइस तो अच्छी रहेगी, नहीं तो नींद आ जाएगी. In exam you have to present it in this way also. Whatever I have already discussed, you may write years, you may write digits. Okay, so here you have to write 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 10 year you have to write, and then you have to write 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then you have to write depreciation for 2019 is equal to depreciable amount, that is 8,80,000 into 5 by 55. So this is the way how you will do. You will not do by this base. This is not good for you. Okay. This will be difficult. This will be easy. Completed whole question, sir, as we did, sir. So how? Okay, good. I think this is clear to everyone. If we ask for total depreciation till 2019, then it will be 45 by 55. Manish Chen has asked a very good query. If they will ask about the total depreciation for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, then how you will get it? Or you are interested to get the written down value of a particular year, then how you will get it? The basic concept is this one. You have to calculate the depreciation for 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. Okay. And you can add it. This will be a depreciation for 4 years or 5 years. Another way may also be there. You can add the digits. So if you are interested to calculate the total depreciation for 4 years or 3 years, then you can do it 6 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 21. Sorry, this is not visible. It may be like this way: 6 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 21. You may do it like this. There's no problem. I'm taking some different ways of solving the questions. The reason is this, because these are to be done in the way we can understand it better. देखो, शुरुआत की अंडरस्टैंडिंग ही अच्छी होनी चाहिए, उसके बाद तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Today I was teaching to my child that my child that how to calculate the percentage. So he was confused about the percentage. So I'm telling him, just tell me how much is the 125 divided by 400. So tell me how much it is without using calculator. How much it is? Could you calculate it? How much is 200 divided by 300? Within a minute. You doesn't have time to do it. How much it is? 180 divided by 300. Tell me how much it is without using calculator, beta. Could you do it? Yes or no? This is 60%. This is 66.67%. Without using calculator, I am doing it. So 31.25. So this is to be done within a minute. Could you do it? Those who can't do it have a shortcut for it. What they have to do better? Like if you are interested to do anything like this, you have to convert this into 100. This 300 is 3 times of 100. This 300 is 3 times of 100. What you will do, you will divide this 180 with 3. It will be 60. So it is 60%. This 300 is 3 times of 100. What you will do, you will divide 200 by 3. It will be 66.67%. This 400 is 4 times of 100. So what you will do, you will divide 125 divided by 4. So it is 4 3 is 12, 4 1s are 4.25. So this is your answer. So you can calculate it within minutes. If it is 70 divided by 300, how much it is? 70 divided by 300. Check it yourself. This is 3 times of 100. So what you will do? You will divide it with 3. 70 divided by 3. In your mind, 3 2 is the 6. 1033 is the 9.33. So this is your answer. So this is the way mathematics can be used very easily. All this is a trick, is your presence of mind, which is always required. Let's do it. 150 divided by 500. How much it is? Everyone must calculate by this method, whatever I have given to you. Tell me how much it is by your own calculation. Everyone must send me the answer fast and check yourself how you can get it better. Mathematics is the important part of accounting. Accountant, accounting can't be done without mathematics. Very good. So Aisha comes first, Ritu comes second, Dimple comes third, Jadav, Aditi, Bharat, it's wrong. Siddharth, Irudhya, Madan, Pramod, Isha Pandit. It is not visible. Okay. It is 150 divided by 500 that I am asking. Shakil, it's 30% because when you write 0.3, it will be confusing to you. So you will have to write 30%. Into 100 you have to do at your own. It is written by your cam exactly. So जो आपने लिखा है वो दिख नहीं रहा. I have written this one. 150 divided by 500. 30. Very easy. Now you have to get 90 divided by 400. 90 divided by 400. This one. थोड़ा मैथमेटिक्स हो गया ना, change of subject, but it is not change of subject, it is complementary to your subject. You are very sharp, you can do it very easily. 37 may be wrong, Bharat. It is 22.5 exactly. Manish Jain comes first, Ayushi comes second, Varun comes third, Vadekar, Anmol, Bharat, Aishwarya, Ayasha, everyone, very good, shabash. So this is all about calculation, beta. Ritu, this is wrong. Lisa, it is wrong. It is very simple. How to get 90 divided by 400? Very simple. You have to assume that this 400 is what? This is 4 times of 100. 4 times of 100. That's it. What you have to do? Now you have to divide 90 by 4. That's it. In your mind, 4 2 is the 8. 1 0 is left. 4 2 is the 8 point. Now how much is left? 20. 4 5 is the 20. So it is 22.5. That's it. Very simple. अभी समय लगा जिनका गलत आया था, तो जितने टाइम में आपने भेजा तो बहुत ज्यादा टाइम है. We are consuming more time. It is not time consuming, it is always within seconds. Okay, so have a trick and you can do it very easily. So now AS6 have some basic concepts regarding this. Let's have a break and then we'll come to that. Sir, we would like to have a break. 10 minutes ago. Welcome back after the break, beta. Going for something new. Basically, whenever we are talking about depreciation, then an accounting standard comes to us in our mind. That is AS6. AS6 is a accounting standard, which is a very important accounting standard from depreciation point of view. It tells us various concepts of depreciation. Now, in that, one important concept is regarding revaluation of assets. So, whenever we revalue our asset, whenever the value of asset is changed, then how to do that? That is an important part. So, I'll like to discuss it by way of some examples instead of going for the theory part. I would like to go for some practical aspects, like if I have an asset worth rupees 1 lakh, I have purchased it for rupees 1 lakh. And then what happened? I have purchased it for 1 lakh, used it for approximately depreciation method is there. It's straight line method, as its life is 10 years. So that means for year, just assume 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So its life is in 10 years. Huh? So its life is in 10 years. Okay, so we are expecting that every year depreciation is charged at the rate of 10,000 per annum, because 1 lakh divided by 10. So it is screen sharing is post. Okay. So basically our asset is worth rupees 1 lakh, and its life is in straight line method. Its depreciation is to be charged in straight line method. Beta. So we are expecting that 1 lakh divided by 10, depreciation per annum is equal to 10,000 per annum. So it's easy to get it, very easy, very simple. So tell me how much will be the value of our asset after at the end of third year, that is at the end of 2003. How much will be the written down value of asset at the end of third year? And in your background, some vehicle sounds are coming. No problem, beta. This is a normal routine. You need not to be worried about this. Just concentrate on your studies, beta Masthan. Just tell me how much will be the value of your asset after 3 years. Yeah, Dimple comes first. Very good, shabash. फास्ट बेटा फास्ट. अयोध्या गलत आया है आपका, दोबारा कैलकुलेट करो. Very good. Aryan comes. Aryan has also sent the result. Very good. Manish Chen has sent the result. Very good. What will be the after 7 years written down value of asset? Lisa, then it's wrong. Lucky wrong. See, depreciation will be 10,000 rupees per annum. So if depreciation will be 10,000 per annum on the value of rupees 1 lakh, then automatically return on value at the end of every year will be 1 lakh minus 10,000. At the end of first year, it will be 90,000. Then 90,000 minus 10,000, it is 80,000. Then 80,000 minus 10,000, it is 70,000. So this way it will reduce every year. Just simple that in 7 years, depreciation will be charged 10,000 into 7, that is 70,000. Out of 1 lakh total cost of asset, if you will reduce 70,000, the value will be 30,000 only, which has been left. So at the end of 7th year, its value will be 30,000. At the end of 8th year, its value will be 20,000. At the end of 9th year, its value will be 10,000, and at the end of 10th year, its value will be 0. After 7 years, it's 13,000. Beta, no, 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 no. I'm not talking about revalued asset. Just wait and watch. I'm just discussing about your understanding, because first of all, your understanding should be good. Why it is 54,000 Masthan? If an asset's value is 1 lakh and depreciation is 10,000 rupees per annum, then how it will be 54,000 Masthan? It will be very simple. It should be very simple. The depreciation is 10,000 rupees per annum. And there's no way. Sorry, sir. I thought it is 1,000 instead of 10,000. No, beta, it is to be calculated by you only. 1 lakh divided by 10, it should be 10,000 only, beta. चलो फिर इसी पे एक प्रैक्टिस और करते हैं. I have asset worth rupees 2 lakh with me. Cost of asset. Now its scrap value is 20,000. Depreciation should be written on value basis at the rate of 10% per annum. Tell me how much will be the WDV after 3 years. That is, depreciation for 3 years is to be deducted. How much will be the value after 3 years? Fast. This can be done by way of using a calculator also. First of all, you have to get it, then I'll send you. Now it's WDV. Earlier I was talking about straight line method. Concentrate on the question, whatever I'm giving you. How much will be the depreciation for first year, beta? Those who are unable to calculate fast, please send me. How much is the depreciation for first year, beta? Everyone. It is to be calculated 2 lakh. First of all, this is an important point. In case of in case of WDV method, depreciation is always calculated on post, not on the depreciable amount. Let it be very much clear. So it should be 2 lakh into 10%. So it is 20,000 and WDV is 1,80,000. Then 1,80,000 into 10%, it is 18,000, and the balance is 1,62,000 beta. Then it is 16,200, and the balance should be fast. I'm waiting for your answer, beta. It will be 1,40,000 wrong. Anmol, it is written down value method, beta. It is written down value method, not the straight line method. I'm talking about diminishing balance method. Diminishing balance method. You will have to practice more and more to get it solved. Beta, we can't remove the salvage value. It is given to confuse you. It is given to confuse you in the exam. So, Aditya, I have given it to confuse you. You are not here, follower. You are here to practice yourself, because in exam I will not be with you. So I'm giving you the case study according to the exam beta. We should not deduct scrap value exactly beta. Scrap value is not required to be deducted in case of straight line method. In case of WDV method, if depreciation is to be calculated by way of percentage, if depreciation is to be calculated on percentage basis, then scrap value is not to be deducted beta. For calculating depreciation. For calculating depreciation. Okay, my dear students. Now it can be done with calculator by way of tricks. If you know it how to use the tricks, it will be really very impressive and useful. At the end of third year, it will be 1,45,800 beta. Nothing else. Rectify yourself. Any doubt to anyone? Send it to me. मैंने ब्रेक दिया था कि आप लोग कुछ खा पी लो ताकि आपको एनर्जी आ जाए और मैं कुछ टेक्निकल चीजें करवा पाऊँ. ठीक है, ब्रेक इसलिए नहीं दिया जाता कि आराम से हम लोग बस इसी काम को करते रहें. ब्रेक में हमेशा याद रखो कि आप लोगों को रिलैक्स करना है, कुछ खाना पीना है, कुछ एंजॉय करना है ताकि आप लोग फ्रेश होकर दोबारा वापस आओ. सो ब्रेक इज गिवन टू लेट यू बी रिफ्रेश, हैव सम मिल्क, टी, कॉफी, व्हाटएवर यू आर इंटरेस्टेड टू टेक, है ना. Nothing is hard in the life. Everything is very easy. Okay, my dear. So it is not diminishing balance method. In any method, if depreciation is to be calculated on percentage, then percentage is to be used on cost of the asset, not after deducting scrap value. That is not on depreciable amount. Let it be clear. Exactly, Manisha. Manish Jain. You're right. So come to the point. Let's do something new. So if we say that the asset is revalued, what will happen? Revaluation of asset. Now he says that the asset is worth rupees 2 lakh. Scrap value is 20,000. Straight line method is used. Depreciation is to be calculated first. That is, depreciation is at the rate of 10% per annum. So at the end of third year, asset is revalued to rupees 1,90,000. Calculate depreciation for fourth year. So there are two ways of doing it. First is we have to go for calculation of written down value after deducting depreciation of 3 years. We know it very well. In case of straight line method, depreciation is same in every year. So depreciation per annum is equal to 2 lakh into 10% beta. Every year it will remain 20,000 per annum. Okay, so depreciation is 20,000 per annum. Depreciation for 3 years is equal to 20,000 into 3. So that means for return on value at the end of third year is equal to 2 lakh minus 60,000 1,40,000 बेटा, कोई डाउट? No matter, Sanju and Dimple, everything will be clear. Just wait and watch. In straight line method, you have seen this, that the depreciation is similar in every year. In return on value method, depreciation is to be carried on the return on value of the asset. Okay. In straight line method, depreciation is calculated on cost of asset every year. In WDV method, depreciation, WDV or diminishing balance method or reducing balance method, I have already mentioned it. Depreciation is calculated on cost in first year and then on opening balance of asset in following years. In the next years, depreciation will be added on the opening balance. That is very simple. You have already done a number of questions for that in your +1. If you have not done it, you should have to do now for more and more practice. Okay. So at the end of third year, he says the value of asset is 1,40,000 according to our calculation, but he has valued it for rupees 1,90,000. Now the value of asset is increased by rupees 50,000. Value of asset is increased by rupees 50. So we'll pass a journal entry. Asset account debit to revaluation reserve. Whatever is the increase in the value of asset, that will be transferred to revaluation reserve, which is a type of capital reserve. And the value of asset will be increased with it. Okay, my dear? We have said that first we have to calculate depreciable value, or after deducting that, Rajesh, whenever you have to calculate depreciation on the basis of the formula of life, not on the basis of percentage. जब तो हमने डेप्रिसिएशन निकालनी है सिंपल कि हम लोगों ने डेप्रिसिएशन निकालनी है कि ओरिजिनल कॉस्ट माइनस स्क्रैप वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ इयर्स, फिर तो हम लोग लगाएंगे डेप्रिशिएबल अमाउंट पे. जब परसेंटेज गिवन है तो फिर हमें डेप्रिशिएबल अमाउंट पे नहीं लगाना, फिर हमें टोटल कॉस्ट पे लगाना है, बिकॉज जो परसेंटेज होगी वो हमेशा टोटल कॉस्ट पे गिवन है. अब ये चीज आप नोट डाउन करो ना. देखो वो पहले जो बताया था वो बिल्कुल ठीक था, बिकॉज पहले मैंने कभी परसेंटेज यूज नहीं करी आपके लिए. अभी लेटेस्ट मैंने परसेंटेज यूज करना शुरू करा, बिकॉज मैं आगे जा रहा हूँ ना, धीरे धीरे समझा रहा हूँ. एक ही बार में सब कुछ समझा दूंगा तो आप लोगों के लिए टफ हो जाएगा ना. आप लोग पिछले मेथड्स देखो, मैंने जितने भी इलस्ट्रेशंस करवाई हैं आप देखो, ये देखो सभी स्टूडेंट्स देख लो एक बार. आप लोगों को जो ये कंफ्यूजन आ रही है उसका रीजन भी बता देता हूँ, बिकॉज आप लोगों को ना +1 में अच्छी तरह आपने करा ही नहीं हुआ इसको, और घर जाके भी आपने कोई ज्यादा क्वेश्चन नहीं करे इसके, देखे नहीं आप लोगों ने, घर जाके इसको करा ही नहीं अच्छी तरह से. एक बार करते तो अच्छे रहते. आप लोगों ने ना ऐसा देखा कि सर ने करवाया है, बड़ा ईजी है तो जरूरत ही नहीं करने की, है ना. वो तो गलत हो गया बेटा. आप लोगों को चाहिए था कुछ ना कुछ प्रैक्टिस करते घर जाके. यू हैव नॉट डन इट एट योर होम. So this is the formula which we have discussed earlier. This formula is whenever we have to calculate depreciation on the basis of life, on the basis of scrap value, on the basis of cost price. These informations are given to you. But if these informations are not given to you, instead he has given you directly that depreciation is to be calculated at the rate of 10% or 20% or 15% or 30% on straight line method basis. Then what we have to do? Then the formula in case of percentage is very simple. In case percentage is given, then what you have to do? Cost of asset beta. आप लोगों को ये क्वेरी लेके आना चाहिए था मेरे, you must have to bring this query to me into percentage, but you have not brought it to me because you have not seen it, you have not done it. And one more problem is there, questions are not given, sufficient questions are not given in your module for practice. So this is also a problem. I would like to suggest you should have to refer +1 book of accounting for this purpose. That will help you to clear your basics better. Fundamental of accounting or whatever the accounting book is there for +1, or even any basic book that will help you to understand or do more and more practice of questions, because it is not possible for me to type so many questions because that will go for a lot of efforts for me, and I will not be able to do that. है ना, ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं कि मैं आपके लिए क्वेश्चंस टाइप करके भेजूं. यू मे गो फॉर मोर एंड मोर प्रैक्टिस फ्रॉम योर 10+1 because we are expecting in CA foundation that you have done it in your +1 also. Okay, so cost of asset into percentage. Okay, every year, so depreciation will be calculated every year by this. Okay मेरे बेटा, clear है ना? Is that clear? Every year cost of asset in case of straight line method. If it is diminishing balance method, beta, diminishing balance method, then there is some variation, minor variation is there. Don't worry, not too much variation is there. In first year, depreciation is calculated on cost of asset because opening balance पे निकालनी है depreciation. Always depreciation is calculated on opening balance. In first year, opening balance is cost of asset obviously. From the next year onward, also whatever is balance, that is the opening balance. So you may write it down with you, particular formula for this: opening balance into rate. That's it. So this is the way how you will calculate depreciation in case percentage is given in diminishing balance method. So in a simple way, really I like. So I am from science background student, so accounts seem difficult. Beta, it is difficult, no worry, but it can be easy only and only if you will take coaching or take classes from somewhere for +1 basic accounting. I would like to suggest you go for the +1 basic accounting classes. I have some recorded classes available with me, but this is not allowed to me to give to you because this is not a platform for that. So you may better go for some a teacher nearby who may help you. Yes sir, ये query थी, but आपने पढ़ाना start कर दिया तो मैंने बोला नहीं, कोई बात. Please tell about illustration number 1 which you have solved for straight line method. Okay, yes sir, everything is clear. That problem you have solved after deducting separately which was of percentage. No beta, I have never done it. I have never done it. Let it be very much clear. In this case, I have done one question for you with straight line method. I have shown you that the depreciation will be carried on 1 lakh. Okay. In the next question, benching balance method question, I have shown it that the percentage is 10% and 2 lakh is the original cost. I have multiplied it with 2 lakh, not with 1 lakh 80 beta. In the next year, I have multiplied it with 1 lakh 80 because opening balance is reduced now. This is the opening balance in the first year. Whenever you are preparing asset account, what is the opening balance beta? In the first year, opening balance will be 2 lakh. Depreciation is 20,000 and closing balance is 1 lakh 80,000. Okay. In the second year, what will happen? Opening balance will be 1 lakh 80,000 and depreciation will be 18,000 beta on that, and closing balance will be 1 lakh 62,000. In the third year, opening balance will be 1 lakh 62,000. Now depreciation is to be given on this 1 lakh 62,000, and the depreciation is 16,200 and closing balance is 1 lakh 45,800. Okay. So this is what this is in diminishing balance method beta. So you telling you are, yeah. Yes beta, yes, exactly. So in this next question, while talking about straight line method, I have calculated depreciation at the rate of 10% on 2 lakh, that is original cost every year. In this case, depreciation will be carried on original cost every year. It will not be on reducing balance method. It will remain same for every year. Okay, my dear student. So it will be always carried on 2 lakh. Opening balance is reducing, no matters. Because in this case also, if you will see, if you will prepare asset account, what will happen? Assets value is 2 lakh in the first year. Depreciation will be carried on 2 lakh. So it is 20,000 and 1,80,000 is the closing balance. Now 1,80,000 will be brought down in the next year. Now here depreciation is to be carried on again on 2 lakh because it will not recalculated. We know it very well. It remains same in every year. That has been discussed with us. So closing balance is 1,60,000. Now it is brought down in the next year 1,60,000. Now depreciation of third year is again 20,000. Okay, beta, 1,40,000. Now here there is a problem. He says in the third year the assets value is increased to what? To 1,90,000. So this is the important thing. When the assets value is increased, then the balance of rupees 50,000, which will automatically resulted, will be transferred to revaluation reserve. To revaluation reserve account. 50,000. Okay, my dear students. So now 1,90,000. Now depreciation will be calculated on the new value. Now depreciation will be calculated on the new value. Now how new value will be calculated? This is 1,90,000. Depreciation from fourth year onwards. Now from fourth year onwards, first of all, life of asset was 10 years. Now it is reduced to 7 years because we have already used 3 years life. 3 years life has already been used by us. So balance life is 7 years. So the depreciation will be calculated according to 7 years. So 1,90,000 will be divided by 7. So the formula for calculating depreciation in case of revaluation of asset will be depreciable amount divided by revised life. Or you may write you will write revised value divided by remaining life. Take an example for it that 1,90,000 is the balance life available with us. So 1,90,000 divided by remaining life is 7 years. So the depreciation from fourth year onward will be this one. Depreciation from fourth year onwards is 1,90,000 divided by 7. In simple words, what is with us? So that was some concept which was already clear to you. Exactly, Pramod, you are right. Sorry sir, मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया. No problem, beta. Third year again. In third year, beta, what will happen whenever asset is revalued and the value of asset will increase? Then the entry is asset account debit to revaluation reserve. So we have to pass an entry by rupees 50,000. And the balance will increase because in that case balance is increased. But how depreciation will be calculated? Now next concept is depreciation will be calculated according to the changes. Therefore, what was the formula for calculating depreciation? Original cost minus scrap value divided by life. So when anything will change, we have to recalculate the depreciation. If cost will change, we have to recalculate the depreciation. What is original cost minus scrap value? This is depreciable amount divided by life. That we are always doing. So if anything will change, we have to recalculate the depreciation once again. see it once again. It is if he says that the life is revised, like in the given case, if the value is 1,40,000 as normal as it was, means there is no revaluation of asset. Instead, he says that the life of asset is changed. That is, we expect that the life of asset is now 5 years instead of remaining 7 years. Otherwise, life is 7 years left with us. But he says, no, no, no. We are expecting that the remaining life is decreased. It's 5 years, not 7 years. Then depreciation will be recalculated as depreciable amount, whatever it is, divided by depreciable amount divided by remaining revised life. That means for 1,40,000 is the value minus, if there is any scrap value, just assume there is 0, divided by remaining life, that is not 7, now that will be 5. Now depreciation will be changed from this year onward. So this is in case our assets value is changed. In case life is changed, then how to recalibrate the depreciation, that we are trying to understand better. Very simple. Just take the calculations as on the date. In that case, what you have to take? You have to take calculations as on the date. So as on the date, calculation is what? That is 1,40,000, not 2 lakh, because 2 lakh was at the beginning. Now, as on the date, the value is 1,40,000, not 2 lakh. Okay. So 1,40,000 divided by 5. And in case scrap value is changed, number of times it also happens, he says scrap value is changed. Earlier we were expecting that the scrap value is 0, but now we are expecting that the scrap value will be 10,000. Depreciation will be calculated as 1,40,000 divided by minus 10,000, because scrap value was assumed as 0 earlier. Now it has been changed. Divided by remaining life. How much is the remaining life? That was 7 years. So these are 3 assumptions which I have taken. One is when the first case I have taken in case, and this is all in case of 4 3 at the end of. So depreciation is calculated. Second case, in second case we have assumed that the remaining life is changed, not the value. Remaining life is changed. So remaining life was 7 years. And the value was 1,40,000 of the asset minus scrap value 0 divided by remaining life, that is 7 years. It was changed to 5 years. So I have calculated depreciation accordingly. Third case. This is case 1, case 2, case 3 beta. So in case 3, what will happen? In case 3, what I have assumed that scrap value is changed. Instead of 0, it becomes 10,000. Divided by 7, get the balance. The formula is simply changed with the name, whatever is changed. Like in this case, formula becomes balance minus scrap value divided by remaining life, revised life, divided by, because life is changed, so revised life. In this case, balance minus revised scrap value divided by remaining life. But if you will understand these three have same formula. We are taking we are taking care of the balance minus scrap value divided by remaining life, and whatever is changed we are changing it and remaining things remain same, बाकी सब सेम रह रहा है। मुझे लगता है ये तीनों चीजें आपको बड़ी अच्छी तरह क्लियर हो जानी चाहिए। इफ क्लियर देन सेंड मी यस, इफ नॉट क्लियर देन सेंड मी नो फास्ट। Happy New Year to all of you. Obviously tomorrow is a new year, and new year I will not meet you because now the faculty will be changed for the next classes. So most probably we will meet in CA Inter Paper 1 later on, or if there will be any doubt class, then we will meet in that. There may be some doubt class also. If you have doubts, you may send it to the IC. They will arrange some doubt class. All clear? अभी तो चल रहा है बेटा, अभी खत्म नहीं किया मैंने कुछ भी, अभी तो चल रहा है, just wait and watch. बीच बीच में थोड़ा enjoyment हो जाए तो अच्छा रहता है। No sir, please explain again. Okay, very good, very good. One more. Okay. Let's understand this thing कि अगर कुछ भी चेंज हो जाता है बेटा तो हमने उसको चेंज करना है। अब हमारे पास देखो ना एक एसेट है, वो एसेट्स की वैल्यू हमारे पास तो 1,40,000 है आज की डेट में। अब 1,40,000 के एसेट की वैल्यू थर्ड ईयर के एंड में 1,40,000 है, उसकी स्क्रैप वैल्यू 0 है, और स्क्रैप वैल्यू क्या है 0 है, और बैलेंस क्या है उसका 1,40,000 है। ओके, और उसकी रिमेनिंग लाइफ क्या है वो हमने निकाल लिया, कैलकुलेट कर लिया, 10 - 3 7 इयर्स है। अगर इन दिनों में से कुछ भी चेंज होगा तो उसको चेंज कर देना, फॉर्मूला सेम ही रहने वाला है। फॉर्मूला तो डेप्रिसिएशन निकालने के लिए सिंपल है, बैलेंस माइनस स्क्रैप वैल्यू डिवाइड बाय रिमेनिंग लाइफ। तो इसमें से जो भी चेंज करोगे, अगर 1,40,000 के बदले में 1,90,000 आ गया तो मैंने 1,90,000 कर दिया, बाकी सब सेम रहा, -0 डिवाइड बाय 7। ठीक है, जब ये 1,40,000 सेम रहा, यहाँ रिमेनिंग लाइफ चेंज होगी, 7 के बदले में क्या होगी 5, तो मैंने यहाँ 5 कर दिया, और फॉर्मूले में सिर्फ लाइफ चेंज हुई, बाकी सब सेम रहा। तीसरे केस में मैंने क्या किया, स्क्रैप वैल्यू 0 के बदले में क्या कर दी 10,000 मान ली, चेंज हो गई है, तो बाकी सब सेम रहेगा। 140 वैसे ही रहा, यहाँ से उठा रहा हूँ मैं सब कुछ, 7 भी सेम रहा, यहाँ से उठा लिया मैंने, ये स्क्रैप वैल्यू जो है ये चेंज हो गई, ये 10,000 मैंने यहाँ से उठा, ये मैंने मान लिया कि चेंज हो रही है, तो फॉर्मूला उस हिसाब से चेंज हो रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं। सर क्लास कब एंड होगी, बिकॉज सर मोबाइल थोड़ा हैंग कर रहा है। नो प्रॉब्लम बेटा, इन दिस केस there are 3 points which is to be kept into mind. One is the closing balance, second is the scrap value, third is the remaining life. Let's understand it. We have with us this question. In this question our closing balance is how much? This is 1,40,000 otherwise. Okay, and scrap value is 0, and simultaneously we have a life is 10 years, out of that 3 years are already used, so remaining period is 7 years. So these 3 points are with me. If anything will change, formula is very simple. Whenever depreciation is to be calculated, that is very simple. 1,40,000 minus 0 divided by 7, it is 20,000. Because depreciation will not change, it will remain 20,000. If you will do like this, that we will take, otherwise we have calculated depreciation on 2 lakh minus 0 divided by 10. If you will change each and everything, that is you have changed the life, you have changed the original cost also, then depreciation will not reduce, it will remain 20,000 as it is. Actual formula was cost of asset minus scrap value divided by life. Now cost of asset is reduced to 1,40,000 and life is also reduced to 7 years, so depreciation will remain 20,000, there is no problem. But in case any of these 3 will change, then we have to replace it with that amount. In case 1,40,000 is changed with 1,90,000, what will happen? 190 minus 0 divided by 7, that I have done in first case. Okay my dear, in case this is changed, that is life of asset is changed. Instead of 7, it becomes 5. It becomes 5. Okay, so in that case, what will happen? It will change with 5. Nothing else. Remaining will remain same. 140 minus 0 divided by 5. In case this is changed, we have assumed it as a 10,000. So it will be replaced with this. And depreciation will be recalculated accordingly from that year only. If asset value has decreased after revaluation, even then it will remain same. Let's assume that the assets value is reduced from 1,40,000 to 1,20,000. Okay, then what will happen? Then the entry will be profit or loss account debit to asset account. Because in case it is decreased, we have to debit it to P&L account. In case it is increased, we have to credit it to revaluation reserve. Okay, because we know it very well, all losses are to be written off immediately. Do not anticipate gain, but provide for probable losses. So if there is a loss, we are writing it off immediately. But in case there is a gain, we are transferring it to revaluation reserve. Okay, my dear. And the calculation will be 1,20,000. Depreciation will be calculated by way of minus 0 divided by 7. And this will be the answer. Let's see what has been left. All things are clear. All things have been done. Profit or loss on sale or disposal of property is also done. Many questions have been done in our previous lecture for these. Yeah, one thing is provision for depreciation account. This is not discussed yet. That we have to discuss now. In the next 5 minutes, I will discuss with you. One is machinery disposal account. That is not a problem. Yeah, this is change in the method of depreciation. That is yet pending. Revision of the estimated useful life already done. Revaluation of property already done, beta. That's it. So there are 2 points which are left. We'll discuss it. Just wait. Now, one thing you should have to understand, very important thing which I am going to discuss with you. Like in third year, what happened? Value of asset is increased to 1,90,000. So what I have done? I have credited 50,000 to revaluation reserve account. This is clear to everyone? Now, in 5th year, what happened? Value of asset is decreased bit. If it decrease, how much it is decreased? It is decreased to, because in the 5th year, obviously there will be some change. Assume in the 5th year, the actual value is, I'm not making calculation now, I'm just taking an assumption. Actual value is 1,60,000, but it is decreased to 1,40,000 due to revaluation. So in that case, the value of rupees 20,000 which has been decreased will be debited to revaluation reserve account. Why? Because we have already created a reserve, capital reserve for this purpose. When it was increased, it was, when this asset was increased, it was credited to revaluation reserve. okay, by rupees 50,000. So that reserve is lying with us. If it is decreased later on, then that revaluation reserve will be debited, that will be used. Okay, my dear. If there is no such reserve, then it will be debited to P&L account. When there will be no such reserve, when it will be decreased first time. तो हिंदी में let's understand in हिंदी also कि पहले आपने एसेट की वैल्यू को बढ़ाया, 50,000 बढ़ गई, उसे किसको क्रेडिट कर दिया, रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व को। बाद में अगर गिर जाएगी तो उसको भी किसको डेबिट करेंगे, रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व को। इसी तरह इन द सेम वे, इफ देयर इज अ फर्स्ट टाइम देयर इज अ लॉस ट्रांसफर टू P&L account, and later on there is a profit, later on there is a profit, then it will be credited to P&L account. Means earlier it was reduced to 1,20,000 and 20,000 loss is debited to P&L account. If later on there is a profit of revaluation, then it will be credited to P&L account. Means you will have to go for the same concept, whatever trend you have started. If you have started a trend of transferring it to revaluation reserve, because obviously trend will be transferring to revaluation reserve in case of upward revaluation, then downward revaluation will also go to that. In case there is a downward revaluation, you will have to go for the upward revaluation in the same account, like this. It is already mentioned here. You may underline this in your module also. Yeah, you will better understand from this format. See, here it is. He says there is a revaluation, there is an increase. If there is an increase, it will be credited to owner's interest, that is revaluation account. Okay. Exception is there. It will not be credited to revaluation reserve account in case it is somehow difficult. थोड़ा सा मुझे डिफिकल्ट लगा, यहाँ नहीं करवाऊंगा, इसके ऊपर वाले में करवाऊंगा. Wait, yeah, this is better. See, here it is. In case the carrying amount of an asset increases due to revaluation, it should be credited to revaluation account. However, such increase should be recognized in P&L account to the extent of reversal of a previous decrease of that asset that was recognized in the P&L. He says if it was earlier decreased, then it will be credited to P&L account when increased. Otherwise, it will be, if it is first time, then it will be transferred to revaluation reserve. And in case of carrying amount is decreased, it should be debited to P&L account. However, such decrease should be debited to revaluation account to the extent of reversal if it was earlier debited, earlier credited to revaluation reserve account, then it will be. मतलब ये थोड़ा सा है तो यहाँ पढ़ना टिपिकल है. मुझे लगता है जो मैंने करवाया वो ज्यादा इजी है, जो मैंने आपको लिखवाया वो ज्यादा इजी है. यहाँ थोड़ा सा बल्कि टिपिकल बनाने की कोशिश की गई है, बट इट इज समहाउ वेरी सिंपल व्हिच आई हैव डिस्कस्ड विद यू. कि अगर आपका पहले देखो बेटा डेबिट हुआ है रिवैल्यूएशन प्रॉफिट और लॉस को, फिर तो जब क्रेडिट करना है तो भी P&L को ही करना है. ठीक है, अगर पहले आपने क्रेडिट किया होगा, फर्स्ट टाइम क्रेडिट हुआ है तो फिर तो रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व को दिया होगा, तो फिर उस केस में बाद में अगर लॉस हो जाए तो किसको जाएगा, रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व को ही जाएगा. अगर पहले डेबिट हुआ था बाद में भी डेबिट हो रहा है तो फिर तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, पहले भी P&L को गया था बाद में भी P&L को जाएगा. अगर पहले क्रेडिट हुआ था बाद में भी क्रेडिट हो रहा है तो फिर तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है, फिर तो रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व हो जाएगा. मींस एक्चुअली जो प्रॉफिट होता है ना वो कैपिटल प्रॉफिट होता है, उसको हम P&L में नहीं डाल सकते जो फर्स्ट टाइम होता है, तो इसलिए उसको तो आपको रिवैल्यूएशन रिजर्व को ही डालना पड़ेगा. अगर प्रॉफिट उसमें डाला है तो लॉस भी उसी में राइट ऑफ करना पड़ेगा, और अगर लॉस है तो उसको डायरेक्टली हम लोग कैपिटल लॉस नहीं मानते, उसको हम गुडविल नहीं मानते, उसको हम डाल के P&L में खत्म कर देते हैं. तो P&L में डाल के खत्म किया तो वहीं पर उसका प्रॉफिट भी रिवर्स कर दो. तो ज्यादा टेक्निकल नहीं है, ये ज्यादा इजी है और समझ भी लग रहा है मुझे लगता है. ठीक हो गया. तो दूसरा है प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन. चलो उसकी भी एंट्री देख लेते हैं. प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन बड़ा ही सिंपल है ये भी. It is also very simple. What means for provision for depreciation? Whenever you are passing an entry for depreciation, what you are doing? Depreciation account debit to asset account. So in case provision for depreciation entry is replaced with depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation. Why? Because whenever we are going for the balance sheet, what we are doing, we are showing here asset minus depreciation, and balance is shown outside. But in case of provision for depreciation, there is minus change. Here, what we will do, we will show asset account on its original cost always, and provision for depreciation will be shown in liability side. It will be accumulated to it plus depreciation of current year. For example, if the asset is worth rupees 1 lakh and depreciation is 10,000 per annum, then what will happen? In this case, you will show asset at 1 lakh minus 10,000 at 90,000. Okay. But in this case, what we will do, you will show asset at 1 lakh and depreciation will be shown in this side, provision for depreciation, 10,000 rupees. In the next year, what will happen? In the next year, it will be reduced to 80,000, and here it will be again shown as 1 lakh. Here it will be shown as 20,000, 10,000 of previous year plus 10,000 of current year. So just simple, an entry is passed, nothing else. Not a typical one. Very simple, beta. Just we are transferring depreciation to provision for depreciation, not reducing it from the asset account. Why? The reason is very simple. We are interested to keep it in our record that how much is the value of asset at which it was purchased in future. So we are not interested to change the value of asset. But in case one major thing will happen when the asset will be sold. When the asset will be sold, after it will be sold later on. So when it will be sold, then the asset is available at cost in your books of accounts. So due to that reason, one additional entry will be passed, that will be provision for depreciation account debit to asset account for transferring total depreciation from date of purchase to date of sale. Like if this asset is sold at the end of third year, then obviously depreciation of 3 years is already passed. At the end of third year, we have to sell it. Then depreciation will be 10,000 into 3, 30,000 is already passed. In that case, one additional entry will be passed. And what will be that entry? Remaining calculation of profit and loss will remain same. Just an additional entry will be there. Entry will be provision for depreciation account debit to asset account with rupees 30,000. Because depreciation is not charged to P&L account during to asset account till date. So it is accumulated in provision for depreciation account. It is lying there. So it will be reversed at the end of third. तीसरे साल के एंड में उसको रिवर्स करना जरूरी है बेटा. तो हमने उसको रिवर्स कर देना है. प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन टू एसेट. तीन बातें समझाई, दोबारा से रिव्यू करते हैं. सबसे पहले एंट्री चेंज हो जाएगी डेप्रिसिएशन डालने की. क्या एंट्री होगी? डेप्रिसिएशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन. क्यों? इसका इंपैक्ट क्या पड़ेगा? The impact of this entry will be asset will not be shown at net value in the balance sheet. Instead, it will be shown at original cost in the balance sheet, and the depreciation will be shown by the name of provision for depreciation in the P&L account, in the balance sheet. Balance sheet में जो depreciation है वो हर साल कहाँ जाएगी? Provision for depreciation के नाम से balance sheet में डालते जाएंगे. 10, 20, 30, 40 हर साल बढ़ती जाएगी, और asset हमेशा 1 लाख का ही रहेगा. एवरी ईयर 1 लाख, इधर रिडक्शन होती जाएगी. बस ये इंपैक्ट पड़ता है. दूसरा, जब सेल करेंगे, व्हेनेवर इट विल बी सोल्ड, टोटल डेप्रिसिएशन जितनी उसकी फर्स्ट वो है, ये ऑलरेडी है. देखो ना, यू विल सी कि आप लोगों की बैलेंस शीट में ये पड़ा ही हुआ है ऑलरेडी. बैलेंस शीट में प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन अकाउंट पड़ा हुआ है, जो उस एसेट अकाउंट पड़ा है, इनको आपस में एडजस्ट तो करना ही पड़ेगा. तो प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन अकाउंट को खत्म कर देना है एसेट अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करके, कितनी अमाउंट से, जितनी उसकी डेप्रेशन बनती है टोटल टिल डेट। तो एक एंट्री डाल देंगे प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रेशन टू एसेट, इससे एसेट अकाउंट अपनी रिटर्न ऑन वैल्यू पे आ जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली 70,000 पे, बिकॉज 1 लाख में से 30 माइनस हो जाएगा। इन दैट केस आप इसे सेल कर रहे हो, मान लो आप इसे सेल कर रहे हो 50 पे, तो आपका 20,000 का लॉस ऑटोमेटिकली अकाउंट में निकल आएगा, नहीं तो फिर कैलकुलेशन नहीं हो पाएगी, प्रॉब्लम आएगी। एग्जैक्टली दिनेश, यू आर राइट। आप हैप्पी न्यू ईयर बार बार कर रहे हो, इसलिए तो नहीं कर रहे कि मैं लेक्चर ऑफ कर दूं, क्योंकि आप लोगों के टॉपिक्स मैं चाहता हूं कवर कर ले 10-15 मिनट से, ठीक है, फर्क नहीं पड़ता किसी को भी, इसलिए मुझे भी नहीं पड़ रहा, करवा देते हैं आज ही। एक्स्ट्रा लेक्चर लेना पड़ेगा नहीं तो मुझे, और आईसीआई को मैं किसी भी तरह से कोई टेंशन नहीं क्रिएट करना चाहता कि हाँ जी भी आप लोगों का कुछ रहता है तो मुझे एक्स्ट्रा लेक्चर चाहिए। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि आज कवर कर लेते हैं, छोटे छोटे पॉइंट्स हैं करके। हाँ, आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए जरूर मैं उनको कहूंगा कि जो भी है उसके लिए कोई, अगर आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स हो तो हम लोग कोई आपका सपोर्ट कर पाए। वैसे लगता नहीं कि प्रॉब्लम रह जाएगा, आई एम ट्राइंग टू कवर ईच एंड एवरीथिंग। मुझे नहीं लगता किसी तरह की कोई प्रॉब्लम रह जाएगी, फिर भी आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम रह गई तो नो मैटर्स, विल मेक सम अरेंजमेंट, बिकॉज ये 3 चैप्टर्स आप लोग कर चुके हो, बहुत वास्ट चैप्टर्स थे, बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर्स थे, तो इनके लिए मैं, आप अपने फीडबैक में डाल सकते हो। मैं भी सुजेस्ट करूंगा कि आप एक एडिशनल लेक्चर इसके लिए कभी रख लीजिएगा। अभी मेरे पास टाइम, मेरे पास भी नहीं है, चलो जब उनके, मेरे पास भी टाइम होगा उनके पास भी होगा, तो हम लोग एक लेक्चर एडिशनल रख लेंगे ताकि आप लोगों के सारे डाउट्स एक बार दोबारा से लिए जा सके आफ्टर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ सिलेबस। Let's complete the syllabus first, then we'll go for a special lecture if it is possible. If it is possible in their schedule, because ये schedule में करना arrangement बड़ा मुश्किल होता है, but if it is possible तो करेंगे, घबराने की बात नहीं, आप लोग जुड़े रहो साथ में। मुझे लगता है कि हम लोग सब कुछ अच्छी तरह कवर कर रहे हैं। ओके, इसके बाद we'll have to discuss about a one concept, that is change in the method of depreciation. Let's see what it is. छोटा सा मेथड दिया हुआ, चेंज इन द मेथड ऑफ डेप्रिसिएशन। In this case, there is no such big problem, because in this case he says method has been changed. So whenever method is changed, we have to pass entries accordingly. See here it is. The company changed charges depreciation on straight line method for the first 2 years, and thereafter decided to adopt a return on value method calculation based on useful life at the rate of 20%. We are required to calculate depreciation for the third year. Depreciation already charged for the first 2 years as per state line method is 2 lakh. Therefore, return on value is 8,50,000. He has already done it for you. He says asset is worth rupees 10,50,000 and the depreciation is 2 lakh for the straight line method, which is already charged, and the return on value as on that date is 8,50,000. So we have to calculate depreciation from the third year onward at the rate of 25% on return on value method basis. So that is 2 lakh 20, because that will be carried on 8,50,000. So this is 2,12,500. So this is simple calculation कि जो हमारा closing balance आ जाएगा. In this case, you may solve it by this way also. You may assume that first year depreciation is calculated as 10,50,000 minus 50,000 divided by 10. So you have calculated as 1 lakh. Okay. So he says first 2 years depreciation is charged with SLM method. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh. So 2 lakh is the total depreciation charged till date beta. Post is 10,50,000. So closing balance at the end of second year is equal to 1050 minus 2 lakh, that is 8,50,000. So he says from third year onward, we are interested to charge depreciation at 25% on return on value method basis, that is diminishing balance method. So return on value method. So the depreciation will be 8,50,000 into 25%. Very simple. So it is 2,12,500. So it will be charged from third year onwards. An example is given to you, illustration number 10. You may see it. He says we have started a business on 1st of January 2015. Purchased asset for rupees 7 lakh. Depreciation needs to be 15% per annum, reducing balance method or diminishing balance method. And then we have purchased 2 more plants. On 1st January, it was decided to change the method and rate of depreciation to straight line method basis. So remaining life is 6 years for all the assets purchased before 1st of January with no scrap value, and 10 years for the asset purchased on 1st of January. Calculate the difference in depreciation to be adjusted in plant and equipment account for the year ending 2019. So this is the question which has been given to you. Let's understand this, very simple and sober. Let's do it from the solution given to you. In the first year, assets value is 7 lakh. It's 7 lakh beta, and depreciation is 15%. So it is 1 lakh 5,000. Remaining balance is 5 lakh 95,000. Because it is return on value method basis. So what we have to do? We have to calculate depreciation on this now. 5 lakh 95,000 into 15%. Okay. So this is 89,250, and on this we have purchased another asset for 1 lakh 50,000. On this, depreciation is calculated at the rate of 15% of 1 lakh 50,000. Very simple, as we are doing normally. So this is the closing balance. Again, depreciation is calculated on this amount, 15% on 15%. Return on value method is running on. Then again 15%, 15%, similar. Yeah, in this year you are interested to change the method from 1st of January 2019. Okay, it is very simple, nothing difficult. So 15% is the rate of depreciation which is going on. So this is the closing balance. Now we are interested to change the depreciation from this year, that is from the 2019. So what do you have to do? He says on 1st of January 2019, it was decided to change the method and rate of depreciation to straight line basis. On this date, remaining useful life was assessed at 6 years for all the assets purchased before 1st of January and no scrap value. So it means for now depreciation is to be credited by the way here it is given. देखो ना इनकी लाइफ वगैरह 6 years रहेगी ये दोनों की. So how to get the depreciation? Very simple, very easy. 3,65,404 divided by 6 because scrap value is 0, he says, and 92,119 minus 0 divided by 15,350. Oh, sorry, divided by 6. He says life is remaining life is changed. Now it is 6 years. Get the depreciation. It is 60,900. Exactly right. I have checked it. It is 100% right. 15,353 and 60,900. Earlier it was calculated as 15% of opening balance, है ना? Every year 15% of opening balance. Very simple बेटा, कोई मुश्किल नहीं है इसमें. इस ईयर में आके हमने चेंज कर दिया. हमने कहा कि लाइफ चेंज हो गई है उसकी, तो हमने क्या किया, हमने सीखा था ना कि अगर लाइफ चेंज हो जाए तो कैसे करते हैं. जो आपका ओपनिंग बैलेंस होता है उसको डिवाइड कर देते हैं रिमेनिंग रिवाइज्ड लाइफ से. तो रिवाइज्ड लाइफ से हमने डिवाइड कर दिया. वेरी सिंपल. उसके बाद वो कह रहा है कि जो हमने एक एसेट परचेज किया इस साल, मतलब करंट ईयर में 2019 में, उसकी लाइफ तो वो कह रहा है कि 10 इयर्स ही है। तो हमने परचेज किया इस बार एसेट 2 लाख का। ओके, हमने एक 2 लाख का एसेट इस साल भी परचेज किया, उसकी लाइफ वो कह रहा है 10 इयर्स ही है, स्क्रैप वैल्यू उसकी भी 0 है, तो डिवाइड बाय 10 कर दिया, उसका 20,000 आ गया। सो ऐड दीज 3, कैलकुलेट टोटल डेप्रिसिएशन, तीनों को ऐड कर दिया, डेप्रिसिएशन आ गया। मुश्किल है तो बता दो, मैं दोबारा करवा देता हूँ। सर योर स्क्रीन इज पोज्ड, व्हाई विल सब्जेक्ट 0 सर? I understood completely this illustration, sir. Please answer to my question. Rajas. I am talking about, for example, change of method of depreciation. I am talking about EG of changing the method of depreciation. Okay, Rajas, send me the query once again. It will be better. Also, why we have deducted scrap value for this problem? Which problem, beta? Which problem? बट जब भी डेप्रिसिएशन निकालनी है तो स्क्रैप वैल्यू तो माइनस करनी ही है, एक्सेप्ट इन केस परसेंटेज इज टू बी कैलकुलेटेड। अगर परसेंटेज से डेप्रिसिएशन निकालनी है तो स्क्रैप वैल्यू माइनस नहीं करते। अगर आप इस तरह से डेप्रिसिएशन कैलकुलेट करते हो जैसे ये कैलकुलेट की गई है इसमें, तो स्क्रैप वैल्यू माइनस करनी है बेटा। डेप्रिसिएशन फॉर मशीन परचेज्ड ऑन 2019, ओके, वी हैव परचेज्ड अ मशीन इन 2019 for rupees 2 lakh बेटा, its scrap value is 0 and life is 10 years, he has already mentioned it. See the question, last line. See the last line of question. It is 20,000. He says life of this asset which has been purchased on 1st of January 2019 is 10 years, whereas life of remaining assets which were purchased before 1st of January 2019 is 6 years. Okay. So please explain depreciation on. So it is necessary to prepare this type of question in this type of format, or we can make of it one. It is better. The way of presentation he has given is much more better, but it is not mandatory. If you not prepare it by this format, you may create some problem. हो सकता है कि there may be a chance he may tell you that the life of this asset is 7 years, this asset is 6 years. Then you have to calculate the depreciation separately. In this question, there is no worry. You may add it and calculate it. There is no problem. In this question, if you will made it combined, there is no problem. You may have to read the question accordingly. You may solve it. First example of percentage of change in method of depreciation. So class end कब होगी? जब ये सब खत्म हो जाएगा। खत्म। अभी क्लास एंड करते हैं बेटा, 2 मिनट। Don't worry. So send me your feedback. What about this chapter? Is that clear to everyone? All the concepts are clear. Many concepts are clear today. So tell me whether each and every concept is clear. If there is any doubt, do one thing: do more and more practice. Do more and more practice. Do all the questions, all the MCQs, all the practical questions. Do more and more questions from your book of +1. I have already suggested you. Even for bank reconciliation statement, you will get more questions in your +1 book. So this is my suggestion. First example. Let's see that example also. Yeah, in this he says that the depreciation, because whenever you have to calculate depreciation, the method of calculating depreciation is very simple. Everyone knows it, that it should be 10,50,000 minus 50,000 divided by 10 in case of straight line method, because rate of depreciation is not given to you. In case of straight line method, this rate is given to you for when method is changed to return on value method. So when you have to use this method, then there is no need of reducing scrap value. Due to that reason, we have not deducted from it the scrap value. We have calculated rate, we have applied rate on it directly. But when this method is used, we have to reduce scrap value. please provide some additional questions on this chapter. I've already sent you. You may do it. Already sent you beta. But better you may have to refer some additional question from somewhere also, some other book also. It will be for your benefit. 15% is not given. Okay. Beta given है. This is given 15%. Who was asking? Ayushi, it was given 15%. Rajesh, 25% is given for return on value method. Due to that reason, while applying return on value method, we have not reduced depreciation. We have taken it on 8,50,000 directly. But for the first method, that is straight line method, no percentage is given to you. Check it out. Okay. Now I have to close the lecture because I have given you much and more extra time, whatever I can give. So even if there is doubt, no problem. We will try to solve it. You have not given me the feedback that how was the lecture today. I think this lecture was not good. Due to that reason, you were not giving any feedback. Send me the feedback of today's lecture. So which method is more? All the methods are important. All the points are important. In exam, you will get 5 marks to 20 marks question from this chapter. This is a very important chapter. Also, it have impact in your future. Also, so you must have to do this chapter with seriousness. Do it sincerely. It will be helpful to you. I suggest you to do it. Send your feedback fast, beta. Super energetic lecture, killer lecture. ये killer lecture भी होता है, killer lecture, energetic lecture. Very good. I will also miss you all because इतने दिन तक आप लोगों के नाम बोलने के बाद तो मुझे नाम भी बाद में याद रहते हैं. Otherwise, I'm not trying to remember names because that creates a problem to us because बाद में बच्चे मिल नहीं पाते हैं. तो इसलिए नाम याद रखने का शौक तो नहीं रह गया. बट अब इतनी बार नाम बोल दिया आप लोगों के तो बड़ा अच्छा लगा. Happy New Year to all of you. Have a wonderful year ahead, and that should be with a good result for all of you. I am expecting that you will clear CA foundation with flying colors and met you in CA Inter paper 1 accounting. Expecting that you will clear this with more than 90 marks because I am expecting that accounting should be clear with more than 90 marks. So that is a wonderful thing for me because in that case I think that whatever we have studied, whatever efforts we have made by ICA, made by all the faculties of our department have been awarded because our award is your result. So to give better result, I suggest you to do more and more practice, but with breaks regularly. So enjoy the breaks. Have a good break for the new year also. नंबर देना अलाउड नहीं है बेटा, नहीं तो मैं नंबर जरूर देता आपको. सो दैट इज नॉट अलाउड टू अस. नंबर तो आप आईसीए को कह सकते हो दे, और वो देंगे नहीं बिकॉज नंबर देने से कोई फायदा नहीं है. बिकॉज हम लोग प्रॉब्लम ले भी नहीं सकते नंबर देके. तो बेटर रहेगा कि नंबर के चक्कर में ना ही पड़े. आप जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं यहीं पर शेयर करो, कोई बात नहीं. आई विल डिस्कस विद आईसीए टू गिव वन मोर लेक्चर in future. Okay, thank you very much. Have a good year.